Hey romance readers, welcome back to AdoreR. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. And my day was going so good to get today that I said, let me come in here and make a video. And this will be my fourth video that I want to do to make up for all those weeks that I missed posting videos. And once I post this, then I'll be back on schedule, just doing one video a day. So let's get started. I don't have no recommendations. I just have a haul today. I got some books. I got all kinds of other stuff too I want to share with you all out there. So let's get started. First up, I was looking at I like looking at AMC and Turner Classic Movie. Any of you all like to watch those old classics? I love the old classic. I watch them all the time. I put the TV on those channels and let them stay on there and watch all those movies all day long. And it just so happened Giant was playing. Have any of you seen Giant? It stars Rock Hudson, Elizabeth Taylor, and James Dean. And it's something like it reminded me of Dallas because it got a lot of drama going on. It got romance in it, and I really enjoyed it. I've seen it a couple of times, but I never wanted to purchase a movie because that's what I'm showing you. I purchased a movie, but this time I did because at the end of the movie, it's another I don't want to call it a movie, but like a biography came on and they was talking about how they made Giant, and it just had the different people who were actually in the movie talking about, you know, what was going on set, and what book that they made the movie from. And I really enjoy that kind of stuff. Like after the movie, or once you can purchase the DVD of some movies, and at the end it'll tell you how the movie was made, and it'll show you all the different stuff that were going on the movie set while it was being made. I enjoy that kind of stuff. So they did that with Giant, and it just caught my attention, and I was like, I need to get this movie. So here's the movie. I bought the movie with James Dean, Elizabeth Taylor, and Rock Hudson. I really enjoyed this. It's got romance in it. It's drama. Like I said, it reminds me of Dallas because there's a lot of stuff going on in here. And this is the last movie that James Dean ever made, because I think he got killed in a car accident. And so, like I said, they talked about the book that this was made for. So you know I had to go get the book. So here's the book. And I'll read the synopsis off the back of this book. And the book is by Edna Ferber. And it's Giant. And it's set in Texas. This sweeping tale captures the essence of Texas on a staggering scale, and it chronicles the life and time of cattleman Jordan Big Benedict, his naive young society wife Leslie, and 3 generations of land-rich sons. A sensational story of power, love, cattle bearing, and oil tycoons. Giant was the basis of the classic film starring James Dean, Elizabeth Taylor, and Rock Hudson. So if you haven't seen the movie, check it out. I highly recommend it. But I don't know about the book. I haven't read it, so this is just going to go on my list with the other books that I need to read. And when I get to it, I'll let you know. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. It might be a while because I got a lot of books that I've been purchasing that I need to read. But this is Giant by Edna Ferber. And next up I have Diana Gabardon. I'm sure all of you know who this is. And this Outlander. I've had this book for a while, but I've never showed it on my channel. So I said, let me go ahead and show this because I haven't read this yet. It's just been sitting here. When they came out with the Stars came out with the TV series. And I love romance. So I was like, because I had never heard of this book. And I was like, let me go get this book. But I haven't read it yet. And it's thick like I like it. I just hate they didn't have it in there. I got this from Walmart, so I just hate they didn't have it in the original cover. So I got to get it into the original cover. But for now, this is fine. And it's just going to go with the rest of my books that I need to read. So that's Diana Gabardon. I hope I pronounced her name right. Outlander. And next I have here is Tessa Dare, The Duchess Deal. I read Tessa Dare before. I think I've got one of her books that I read. I really enjoyed it. And I was going to read some more of her book, but I read the synopsis of some of them. And they, you know, sometimes the synopsis just don't catch your attention. And I didn't want to read them. But I read the back of this one while I was at the store. And I really enjoyed it. And I was like, let me get this. So I'll read the back of a little bit of this. Since his return from war, the Duke of Ashbury's to-do list has been short and anything but sweet. Menacing London's ne'er-do-wells by night. Now there's a new item on the list. He needs an heir, which means he needs a wife. When Emma Gladstone, a vicar's daughter turned seamstress, appears in his library wearing a wedding gown, he decides on the spot that she'll do. So when it said he been in the war, you know I love the men in uniform, or reading about men who been to war or soldiers. And plus she's a vicar's daughter. I was like, yeah, that's right on my alley. Let me try this out. So I purchased this. I got this from Target, and I was like, let me give this a try. So this will be my second book by AdoreR. And I was also on Instagram, and somebody recommended another book of hers, and it was called, I just wrote it down here, it's called Do You Want to Start a Scandal by AdoreR. And I think I'm going to purchase that too, because she really gave it a very I want to say, I'm just gonna say a very good recommendation. She highly recommended, so I'm gonna go and purchase that. And that's Do You Want to Start a Scandal by AdoreR. I'm gonna purchase that too. I'm gonna put that on my Amazon list. And next here I got 4 books here. I don't know what they call this series, but I got this these books here were recommended by, I subscribed to Rom Book Talk. I think that's what she called her channel, Steph's Rom Book Talk. I'm going to recommend her channel because I got 2 other new recommendations for romance channels that I want to give you all, and I'm going to put that put her. And the other channel I want to recommend is ashheartbooks. Both of those channels do romance book recommendations, so I'll put those in the description below. And I got the like I said, I got this recommendation was from Steph Rom Books Talk. And she was, I bought these for the cover, because when she showed the covers on here, I was like, oh, they're so beautiful. And every picture on here is the same. I guess that's in London, the London Bridge. But it's just the different colors. Look at there. Aren't they beautiful? I was like, I gotta get them. So that's why I purchased this this series. And I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the Flawed Heart series. And it's Finding London. This is the book number 1. Keeping London. And the books are by Elle Wade. Loving London. And Eternally London. And I really bought the books for the cover because they are beautiful. And she highly recommended them, so I'm gonna give them a try. And this is only on 1 couple, 4 books, people. Yeah, the old 4-book series. And I'll read you a synopsis from the first book. Love. I thought I knew it, thought I had it. I was wrong, so wrong. But then I met him, Loki Berkeley, ruggedly sexy, mysterious, and tortured. Yeah, another tortured soul. There's a lot of books on tortured men these days, and you all know why, but I'm not even gonna make a comment on that. But yeah, he's a tortured soul. He's a gift demanding to be discovered. His past made him strong, powerful, and completely guarded, and I can't live without him. Love, a disappointment, an unnecessary distraction that lead to nothing but pain. Or so I thought, but then I met her. London Wright. Breathtakingly beautiful, charming, and privileged. She changed me, captivated me, holds my soul in her hands. I found love, found myself, and all because I found London. Yes, he's a tortured soul, and the woman gonna help him. I guess that's what that's supposed to be about. And they feel so, I don't know what they're making their books out now, but they feel so smooth. I don't know. I hope I enjoy this series, but if I don't, I'm going to keep them anyway because I love these covers. Oh, they're beautiful. And like I said, it's a Flawed Heart series. So I hope the whole series be pretty good. 4 books. I'm glad she's finished writing the series, because I don't want to start reading it and be really good and then you have to wait till 2 or 3 years for the next book come out. Yeah. So it's a 4-book series, Finding London. And I thought it was talking about London, but it's talking about, I thought it was actually talking about the city of London, but it's actually talking about the female. Her name is London. Finding London, Keeping London, Loving London, and Eternally London. Plus, it's a plus to this. He's in the military. Yeah. So I'm going to check that out. And next I picked up Everything by Nicola, what her name is, Nicola Yoon. I really want to see the movie before yeah, I know. I watched the movie before I read the book. I want to see the movie before I read the book. But I went ahead and got the book. I like this cover too. Everything. I thought that was nice. And some of the stuff, I was looking through the book in the store. And I really like how they did the book. They got like different stuff in here. Let me see here what I saw in here. Stuff like this, I guess it's telling about, because I think the girl she got something wrong with her. So I said, let me go ahead and get this. And the movie looked like it's a little YA movie. So I'm gonna put it on Netflix and watch the movie, and then I might check out the book. But for now, it's just with my other stack of books over here. And what else I have here? Next I have, this is I got from Books A Million. If you saw my Books A Million video, you've seen this book. I'm not going to read the back of this, but it's a new author, and that's why I bought it too, because she's a new author. I like giving new authors a try. This is Flash of Fury by Leah Griffin. And I purchased these from Books A Million while I was there. I love Bookmarks, so I had to get this as a cat. I thought it was so cute. And anything dealing with romance, I have to get. That's why I named my channel AdoreR, Adore Romance. And this said, we love with a love that was more than love. You know I had to get that. And last but not least, I had to get Spark, because I'm in love with him. Back in the day, from back in the day, I had to get this one too, a bookmark. I can look at him every day in my book. I know. And let's go on to what I got from Ollie's. If my camera goes out, I'll just keep filming, because I got a couple more books I wanted to go through here. Well, the books that I got from Ollie's. And I purchased this. As you know, if you saw my Ollie video, I got Love Notes, 30 creative note cards that say I love you. I had to get this too, because it's dealing with romance, of course. And I wanted to show you all I marked some of the sayings in here I wanted to share with you all. Here's one. That moment when you smiled at me from across the room and I get all tingly inside. I know. Isn't it so romantic? And they're so cute. The little butterflies. Oh, I thought that's cute. And let me see. I marked something else in here. I want us to be one of those old couple who sit on a park bench and hold hands. Oh, I know. I'm just going to read one more, because I can go on and on and on. Can we be us forever and ever? Oh, I think I had one with a cow. Oh, here it is. And this will be the last one. Seeing you after a long day is like finding an open taxi on a rainy afternoon. I know, isn't it romantic? I know. I just had to get it. And I said I'll use some of these cards. And when I post on Instagram, I have some of these cards beside my books when I post. Yeah, because they're that good. I really love it. I know they're, oh, the kind of makes, oh. I know. I'm still looking for my Mr. Right, people. One day, and I have cards already. I got the cards already waiting on them. Next I got in Ollie is Bewitched. I had Sabrina Jeffries' book, but I put it back because I think I already got it. I was undecided on that because I think I already got that book. And when you're undecided about something, just put it back. Because sometimes your instincts are right. And I don't know if I got it, but I think I got that book. So I just didn't go. I just didn't get it. I said, let me put this back. And instead, I saw this. So I went to the DVD section over there and I found Bewitched. I got this series already. Well, I just bought season 1 and 2. But it's in color. You know how they're taking these old movies and putting them in color now. But I wanted it in the black and white version. So when I saw this, I picked it up again. It's Bewitched. I love this series. Have any of you ever watched this series? I really love this series. I love Darren and Samantha, and Samantha's mother. I can't think of what Endora. She's a trip. she's my favorite character on the show. But I love this. And if you've read any books out there where the woman's a witch and the man is a mortal, because I know there's some books out there where both of them probably have power, but I like reading like when one of them have powers and the other ones don't, because it make great dynamics. Like what we're gonna do, because one of them have powers and the other ones don't. And then you always got the family member like, why you going, you know, that's what happened with here, because her mother was like, what, you going with this human? He's a submortal. What? And you have all this power and he has none. Yeah. So if any of you read any books where the female is a witch, let me know. Comment below and let me know that book so I can check it out. Because I like this kind of stuff. I really enjoy this. And if you haven't seen this series, you need to check it out. And last but not least, I got my, if you saw my Olive video, like I bought these graphic novels here. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Last of the Mohicans, and Tale of Two Cities, and my favorite, Jane Eyre. And we'll look through this one. And I'll read you a little synopsis. This is what the synopsis, it's like a folder, and it got the little synopsis on here. The highly intelligent but rather plain Jane Eyre is tutor to little Adele at Thornfield Hall, the great mansion owned by Adele's ward, Edward Rochester. Happiness seemed to be in store for Jane when she and Rochester fall in love, but one night Jane hears eerie laughter coming from a far corner of the room, and then there is smoke. Rochester's bed is on fire. Readers, I married him. Yeah, what a lead in. And here's I like this little cover right here. Have all the characters down there, and it's Jane Eyre. And then tell who published the book. I think it's published by Byrne. Byrne, they do educate. I guess it's like for kids, you know, to make it easier for kids to enjoy the books. Because I tried to read, I haven't read any of these books. I always watch the movie. That's why I enjoyed them so much. Because I tried to read Pride and Prejudice, the actual, I could not get through it. But I love Pride and Prejudice. So I just watched the movie. So I guess that's why they did these books like this, so the kids can enjoy them more. Because those books, that's some heavy reading going on right there. And here's Jane, and here's a little excerpt from the book. My strength is quite failing me. I cannot go much further. Shall I be an outcast against this night while the rain descends so? Must I lay my head on the cold, drenched ground? And this just an excerpt, tell you what page it's on, page 37. And they give you a cast of characters. And here is where the book starts. A bunch of graphic, I want to say comics. But you know they call them graphic now. You don't call them comic books anymore. They're graphic books. And at the end, I like that at the end because at the end here it gives you a biography of the author and tell all about her and her books, and tell you the British women education and legal rights. It gives you some information on, you know, back in those days how people was female was trying to get their legal rights. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my camera did go out, but yeah, to finish this up, I was talking about how at the end they give you a lot of, they just give you a lot of information at the end of this book. And I want to go over on this last little sleeve here. It tells all the books they got in graphic novels, and some of these I wanted to pick up too, like Journey to the Center of the Earth. They have Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I would like to get Dracula. They got Frankenstein, Hamlet, Julius Caesar, Kidnap. I would like to get Kidnap. They got Macbeth, The Man in the Iron Mask. I would like to get Moby Dick. I would like to get Oliver Twist and The Three Musketeers. And then they got Treasure Island and Wuthering Heights. You know, you like Wuthering Heights. I didn't like Wuthering Heights because it was just a sad situation going on right there. I don't even like the movie. I can't watch it. I just be too depressed. Especially when he married the other sister and he treated her so bad. He made me so mad. I just could not finish Wuthering. I do not like that. I do not like Wuthering Heights. But anyway, I'm getting all off topic. But yeah, that's Jane Eyre. I really like these graphic novels. And like I mentioned, I want to get those other books like Oliver Twist and Moby Dick. So I'm going to go back to Oliver and see do they have those there, and I'm gonna get those too. These are really nice. I really going to, I'm really going to enjoy these, because like I said, to read those actual books, there's some heavy reading going on. I'm like kids now. Thanks for making these, because I'll go in and read these before I actually read the actual book. And I also wanted to mention I placed another order for another book here. I got another order coming in. I'll show you that book when it comes in. But this is a book I've been looking for 17 years. Yeah, people, 17 years I've been searching for this book, because I used to work at Borders. Any of you remember Borders bookstore? They've closed all the Borders down now, I think. But I used to work in the factory part, because I used to work in the return section when like books that the store don't sell, I guess they send them back to Borders or send them back to wherever. And I used to do all the returns, scanning them back in, tearing and sticking off, and just scanning them back in. And that was the best job ever, because I love books, and I had a job working at a book place. Yes, I did. And I would just see all the books, and I came across a romance book. But you know, they don't let you take any of your stuff back there where I worked at, because you know, they were like, people might steal stuff, or so you couldn't take nothing back there, nothing but yourself. So it was just me, myself, and my memory is not that good, so I couldn't remember the book. But I did get a chance to read the synopsis on it. And it was an interracial romance, and it was on an Asian baseball player. He was a baseball player, and it was this lady that they hired for her to teach him the English language, I think. And I've been searching for that book for 17 years. So every time I think about it, I would go on the internet and try to find it. But I never could find it. And then Goodreads came along, so I went on Goodreads and tried to find it. I found everything but that. But so happened the other day, I was looking on Goodreads, and I guess because I had been looking like for interracial relationship, this thing popped up with interracial relationships on there, and it just had a bunch of books, and I just started going down there, and this picture caught my attention. It's the words of the picture. And I was like, could this be it? And I went and read the synopsis. People, let me read you this synopsis. Word of the Picture is the second edition of Genesis Press Red Slipper Line. Have you ever heard of the Red Slipper Line? I've never read any books by them. A romance line with Asian and Asian American heroes and heroines. Katara Akuta, I hope I'm pronouncing their name right, is the first Japanese national signed to play baseball in the major leagues. The new pitching phenomenon has everything sports writer clamoring for an interview, but there is just one problem. Kantara doesn't speak English. To clear this hurdle, the Cleveland Indians turn to Case Western Reserve University and doctorate candidate Claire Ferris, who reluctantly becomes his translator and English teacher. To in effect become Takara's words to the world. Little did anyone know that the two would fall in love, challenging Kantara's heritage. According to custom, he left an arranged engagement or marriage behind in Japan. Thus, he must make a decision which will either betray his culture or his heart. Yeah, when I read that, I was doing the happy dance, because I said, this got to be the book, because where's an Asian baseball player? Oh, like, thank you. I was so happy. I did a happy dance around my room. I was like, this got to be the book. This is it. This is it. Make no mistake about it. I've been looking for this book for 17 years, people, because I went down here to see when this book was published. And I was working at Borders when I first moved to Tennessee, and that was around 2000. So I went down here and see when the book was published. It was published in 2000. So it's 17 years I've been searching for this book. Can you just imagine? I just can't believe it. And it only had one book in stock. I was like, let me hurry up and get it. You should have saw me trying to get over there to Amazon to try to punch it. Like, I got to get this book. I got to get it. And I got it. Long as fate, you know how fate is. Sometimes fate can throw you a curveball. You know how you get so excited about something and then it just don't happen. Well, I'm hoping that I don't receive an email saying that this book is not in stock anymore. Oh my goodness, I hope I don't get one. I'm gonna cry, people, about that happen. I just can't wait for them to just send me an email. Just send me an email telling me my book is on the way. I can't believe it. I was doing a happy day. You talking about somebody was happy. Oh my goodness, you don't, that happy feeling that come over you when you like, you found what you've been looking for. I've been looking for this book for 17 years and I finally found it. Words of the Picture, A Red Slipper Romance by Kai Swanson. Yes, people, I found the book. The Word of the Picture. There it is. I've been searching for this for 17 years. I cannot believe it. Just make me want to do a dance. Now let me stop. That's all for today, people. That's all I have. I just had to get that in there to tell you how excited I was to get this book. And when I get it, I will show it to you. And I might do another little happy dance and go to singing. I can't wait. Anyway, keep reading those romance, people. And I'll see you next week. Have a good evening. Bye.